Alright. Back, kinda tired, but I wanna play. So we went here, we're going here now. It was discovered that one of the smaller vats in Engine Hall 5, which should have been filled with wastewater, instead contained a liquid that looked like blood. This incident was deemed not to be of serious concern, and everything went back to normal as soon as the ship returned to real space. The Imitarium released us from its grip this time. Simple run. Shot new routes. 6 Navi points. This place was a nice farm for Navi points. Where am I? Here. Arid world, nothing here. Void ship remains. Let's do it. Master Helmsman Raver. Lord Captain, the augurs cannot determine who the ship we approached belongs to, but the telemetry clearly reveals it is an Imperium vessel. The hull is badly damaged. But there is time in some... What? But there is air in some of the chambers, which means they are hermetically sealed. What are your orders concerning the discovery? Does that mean like if they puff it off and everyone dies? Okay, let's look that up. Hermetically sealed is actually there. So as to be airtight. Okay. Right. Avoid. Send out the order to prepare my troops for boarding. I will personally take part in the exploratory expedition. Avoid all contact with the wreck. Relay the order to keep moving, so we're going in there. Oh shit. Region Cineris Melfisum. Location Agathus Archides. Extract from unofficial news sheet. Window on the bridge. Distributed on the middle decks. Recorded by unknown. Note: the veracity of the recounted events is questionable. What is that again?
Veracity.
Is the quality of being true or the habit of telling the truth. Right. We who walked down the same passageways in the same bays day after day, we who are born, live, and die to the hum of the ship's machines, we forever hunger for the smallest glimpse of another life. That's either the Tech Priest or the Void's Bond. And for a chance to see the heroes who tirelessly fight for us and for the glory of the Imperium. So, let's have a tale about the Lord Captain. By the will of the Emperor, the Guardian, and Commander of every good and honest soul upon this void ship, and the time he boarded a vessel named the Fireborn. So this is a tale. We're basically going through history right now. History about me. Like a dead whale cast ashore by the inexorable. Inexorable. Exonerable. By the inexorable. I need to hear this.
Inexorable.
Yeah, why is it so low?
Inexorable.
Inexorable. You use inexorable to describe the process which cannot be prevented from continuing or progressing. Use inexorable to describe a process which cannot be prevented from continuing. Okay. Like an unstoppable event. Where am I? Like a dead whale cast ashore by the inexorable force of the swell, the wrecked vessel was a confronting sight for its unwitting visitors. Some bays still retained an atmosphere, but there was no life anywhere. The ship was dead, its machine spirits dissipated in the darkness of space. It was just the husk left, and the rogue trader's crew were to become scavengers swarming the carcass of a fallen leviathan. Okay. Our Lord Captain oversaw the expedition personally. He decided to train the penetrating gaze of the auger arrays on the damaged ship. I think we get to do that, to have Idritas fill out a course, an unholy psyker she may be, but even souls as dark as hers submit to the Lord Captain's will. Nah, tech you, sure. It's just gonna mess up somehow. The augur's keen eyes scanned the eerie vessel, identifying that the void ship was gravely damaged and was in the process of final erosion. There was very little time to explore it. 3 sectors seemed the least damaged: the bridge, the middle crew deck, and the service bay. Okay. The bridge, the middle crew deck, and the service bay. After exchanging a series of trills and warbles in their mysterious and ancient language, the tech priest responsible for the augurs reported to the Lord Captain that they had glimpsed signs of valuable components in operation in the service bay. The Lord Captain's next step was to have Idris. Oh my god. So, I can either have Idra fill it out or to turn his attention to the scout units awaiting instructions. I feel like we have to do Idra. If we don't, we're gonna run into something crazy. With hostile eyes upon her, Idra sank into a trance. When she resurfaced, she reported that the ship had been a victim of the warp. The bridge had suffered worst of all. It was the section that provoked the greatest anxiety and trepidation in the Psyker. The service bay was the least damaged section, though Idris spoke of it with no particular interest. So, the bridge is the worst, and the service bay is the least. Bridge worse, service bay is the least. The Lord Captain had to decide which of the 3 teams he would lead and which 2 would be entrusted to their officers. Let here be known the names of those honest people who stood before our rogue trader in that moment. The Taciturn. That's Taciturn, right? And return. Taciturn, jeez. A taciturn person does not say very much and can seem unfriendly. Oh my god. The taciturn and grave, a young Ho son, whose word was as firm as his handshake. Captain Vesti, whose jokes will be remembered by everyone on decks 3 to 5. Captain Matina, the senior officer of the 3rd Unit, known to many as Grey Matina. She had been leading units back when the current crop of scouts were snot-nosed kids. No one on the deck was in any doubt that navigating inside the wrecked ship would be difficult. The units would be separated by kilometers of twisted metal, dead modules devoid of atmosphere, collapsed passageways, and hull breaches the size of a house. The only thing connecting the brave teams would be the delicate thread of a vox link. And so, after weighing up the options, the Lord Captain chose to go with. So what was it? Was it the bridge was the worst? I think it was the bridge that was the worst, right? Let's go to the bridge. Whew. From here on, we will relate the events based on what we have learned from witnesses, the people who accompanied the Lord Captain on the tour of the dread ship. The shuttles started up one after another and dispersed, each heading for its selected target. An hour spent on cutting through the hull in the freezing vacuum of space, a fussy boarding, and then finally, the rogue trader stepped onto the cold, dark deck of the dead ship. The light of the torches revealed a sign in the gloom, Firebomb. After a minute-long exchange with the Voxmaster, he quickly checked the archives. It was established that the dead vessel was that of Captain Nova Van Dane, registered at Kaiva Gamma Port. Every minute spent on board threatened to end in disaster. The ship's days, or even hours, of existence were numbered. From all sides came the sounds of distant crumblings. The floor underfoot trembled every now and then. The Lord Captain hurriedly moved deeper into the compartment when he suddenly felt the slightest puff of air brush against his neck, followed by a soft sigh. Almost as if someone had leaned in close, opened their mouth to whisper a dark, tantalizing secret, and then fallen silent. The only thing was that the Lord Captain stood entirely alone. The Lord Captain summoned all of his willpower, so as not to succumb to fear. Or the Lord Captain summoned all his knowledge of the wicked influence of chaos, choosing to combat fear with cold analysis. Willpower. Succeed. From here on, we will relate the events based. Okay, we've read that. Where simple mortals would already be trembling and weeping, the rogue trader only gritted his teeth. Shrieks and moans could be heard close by. Others were gripped by the illusion too. Young Ho Sung, the unit captain, barked out orders. His team held back their comrades who had fallen victim to the uncanny terror and who were struggling to break free and run deeper into the cursed ship. A few minutes passed, and the unit, though scared senseless, was ready to continue. Onward! Sound suddenly blared from the box, which was turned to the 2nd unit's frequency. The words sounded muffled, as though the person on the other end wasn't speaking directly into the box, but desperately pressing the transmit button while occupied with something else. Never seen anything like it. It's beautiful. Hold on, wait. Is it moving? The words are cut off by a strangled wheeze, followed by static. Young Hosen listened to the transmission and the final rasp with a surprisingly calm expression, then pressed the box button, and in a similarly calm voice let loose a stream of florid swearing, which centered on casting aspirations on his interlocutor's intellectual capabilities. Turning the rogue trader, he remarked, "Apologies, Lord Captain. Captain Vesti from the 2nd Unit is well known for his franks." "Crap, the Lord Captain's with you?" comes Vesti's voice from the speakers, followed immediately by, "My sincere apologies, your lordship. I just wanted to spook the guys a little." The Lord Captain immediately informed Captain Vesti that he would be severely disciplined upon the expedition's completion and demanded a report on his unit's activities. The Lord Captain ordered that Captain Vesti be removed from command and demanded his final report about the unit's progress. The Lord Captain resolved to show leniency and merely asked for a report on the unit's progress. Yeah, we'll chill. Captain Vesti reported that his unit's foray had so far proceeded without incident, mystical or otherwise. They had found no survivors from the ship's crew or bodies, for that matter. However, the unit had encountered a problem. The passage leading to the deck section with the arsenal and storage depot was seriously damaged, especially the power cables. Proceeding further could be dangerous. Logic 100%. After consulting his officers, the Lord Captain issued new orders for Vesti's unit. The Lord Captain decided not to risk his people and ordered Vesti's unit to withdraw. Logic 100. Vesti's unit headed off to carry out their orders while the rogue trader and his team continued on. After spending several hours wandering down the dead passageways, young Wholesome's unit and the rogue trader reached the bridge of the fireball. The oppressive feeling had not dissipated. It was as the bulkheads of the ship were steeped in the terror and pain of people who had vanished without a trace from those decks. On their way there, the unit had found no signs of a struggle or bodies of the crew, and that served only to deepen their unease. After examining the bridge, the scout unit discovered that the captain's principal cogitator was still functional. The final log entry was identified, a damaged pict recording that no one in the unit was eager to view. Proximity to the cogitator alone was unsettling enough, and with each passing second, remaining on the bridge was becoming more and more difficult. Willpower is still strong. The Lord Captain took a risk and watched the recording. The Lord Captain didn't want to risk it. Nah, he wanted to risk it. Oh shit, did we lose someone? I saw perish. The recording contained a message from Captain Nova Van Dane. It was almost impossible to make anything out in the pict. Only the captain's hand gripping the edge of the table and flashes of iridescent light. The captain was... Oh, is this like a hologram thing? The captain was speaking crisply, almost calmly, but there were also short, almost inaudible breaths. Exactly what the rogue trader's team had encountered when they first boarded the ship, and it even seemed that those sounds were coming not from the recording but from the gloom-drenched corners of the bridge itself. Kaiva Gamma has fallen. The Fireborn broke orbit under fire from an unknown enemy and left the system, said Captain Van Dane on the recording, with the tone of an officer reporting to her superiors. We encountered pathological warp activity. The crew is reporting failures in the Gellerfield system. The ship is doomed. Whoever finds this recording, I ask you to hold a prayer service for our souls. I also ask you take the family relics of the Van Dane line from Kaiva Gamma. The relics are stored. The captain then specified the location of her family vault and the access code. The recording ended. There was nothing left to do on the cursed deck. It was time to return to the shuttle. Ooh, so we're going back to Kaiva Gamma. Gonna get some loot. A message came in from the unit led by the seasoned, unflappable Grey Martina. The captain methodically reported on all the service-based sections her team had already examined. They had found nothing of value. They had found no bodies, there had been no incidents, and the search was proceeding as normal. The unit was waiting for further instructions from the Lord Captain. We need to hold a ceremony for them. Awareness 100%. After distilling the salient points.
Salient.
The salient points or facts of a situation are the most important ones. Okay. So like important. After distilling the salient points from Grey Martina's exhaustive report, Sir Defis listed the areas that warranted a more thorough search. Let's do it. We've read that, right? No. After returning to the shuttle, Sir Defis received reports about Fireborn's status. The tech priest who relentlessly pierced the wreckage with the auger's gauge insisted on curtailing the operation as soon as possible, fearing imminent destruction. There were also reports from the other two units. The second unit had succeeded in moving through the danger zone and had returned to the shuttle with a valuable payload taken from the dead ship's stores. Grey Martina's unit had explored the service bay without incident and, not wasting any time, had marked valuable components for later disassembly and transfer to the rogue trader's ship. The units assembled at the shuttles, and the Lord Captain gave the final order of this grim expedition. Honor the memory of Captain Nova Van Dane and her crew. Recite a memorial prayer to the Omniscient in honor of the ship, a fallen wonder of engineering. Fire upon the cursed ship from the long-range weapons batteries. Just do 2. So many had perished, and it was sorrowful indeed. But it was a shallow grief compared to the anguish felt at the demise of a machine as magnificent as the Fireborn. The tech priest said the prayer, lamenting the dead ship and beseeching the Omniscient not to turn his back on humankind, though they sometimes failed to safeguard his wondrous gifts. Time was up. The scouting party returned to their ship with one last look at the Fireborn. The rogue trader turned away and cast the grim carcass forever from his mind, gave the order to fire upon the dead vessel at range, for which was born in fire should also perish in fire. Yeah, let's do that. And the music can stop now, chill. I thought I was gonna have to get busy in there. Hulk. We'll go Hulk last. We don't need more provisions. What we got here? I need to check my projects as well. The rings. The giant rings on this planet's surface can be observed, even from orbit. Examine the rings. It has emerged that this planet has a native species of giant insects similar to Terran ants. Just like ants, they sometimes form so-called death spirals, in which one creature follows another without realizing they're going in circles. These were the rings discovered by the ship's observers. The strange phenomenon that was originally suspected to be a sign of warp activity or nefarious xenostructure turned out to be a quirk of nature, and a tragic one at that. In dialogue. Simple stuff. Cool. Hulk. The Augurs have detected wreckage in the void ship's vicinity, but the exact nature of this wreckage remains unclear. Continue on your voyage. Wait. What? Alright. Alright, so we are feeling kind of rich with the Navy points. Where should I go? Aldari? Save the Aldari. I wonder if I should go back to my ship. I should, you know. Little bit of maintenance. Back to bridge. We probably got a few things to do here. First place we're going, Cassie. There was an incident in the officers' quarters. A healer team is required. Oh no, again by the throne. Blah 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 blah. Let me see what this guy's saying. Greetings, Lord Captain. Okay, Cassie, your colors. Let me see.
It is so fortunate you have come. I admit I was seeking you out myself. After the events on Dargonus, it felt like an anthracite grey mantle had dropped on my shoulders. I spent a long time thinking about our very first meeting and what happened next. I cannot wait to shake off this dreary color.
Continue.
It was very naive of me to follow in the footsteps of the man who raised me in a gilded cage. And I was deaf to the needs of my own house. But you opened my eyes. As the future Novateur, I must gain wisdom to restore House Orselio to its former glory, no matter the cost. Thank you. It will be an honor to keep guiding your vessel through the Sea of Souls, for as long as the needs of our dynasties are aligned.
Cassia touches the place where her atlas is implanted. Why don't we talk about something else?
You will hear no objection from me, Lord Captain.
You did not mention the Starway Atlas when we met. Did she know?
I would never reveal this secret to an outsider, but you have come to my aid more than once already. The Starway Atlas is a sacred artifact of House Orselio. It helps our navigators chart a course through the warp. This crystal, the Atlas, has been inside me for as long as I can remember, giving me strength. But the others... I noticed the renegades in the palace were choked by ashen ghosts of despair when we met face to face. I swear the ghosts were reaching for their atlases.
Cassia lowers her lashes and touches the plate over her heart. So the atlas is some kind of crystal that is implanted in the navigators of House Orselio at birth.
But my atlas is much more powerful than the others. It's the Atlas of Tisiphone herself.
Tisiphone?
That is what people have whispered behind my back my whole life, although no one knew for certain. But I always suspected. I simply did not wish to admit it to myself.
Tisiphone is the name. Cassia nods. Alright.
When the dark blue ice of my soul made Felek's heart stop on Urak 5, I instantly knew. And by then there was no sense in lying to myself.
Okay. Certain navigators in your house fear the Atlas's powers.
Certain navigators in my house have tried to kill me more than once. But the tales of Tisiphone's brutality... I am beginning to wonder, what if they are all true? What if I will be a new tormentor to those who serve me?
Nah, just be chill. Her silver brows furrow in fury. Then she lets out a disconsolate sigh. Disconsolate sigh? Alright. Someone who is disconsolate is very unhappy and depressed. You said you wouldn't share your secret with just anyone. Does that mean that I am someone to you? Eh?
I didn't. I only meant that I am at ease in your company.
Your heart stutters. A sear and heat envelops your shoulders, throat, and chest, and your brain grows foggy. The by now familiar influence of Cassia's powers is intoxicating your mind more than usual. Cassia looks away, a subtle blush blooming on her pale cheeks. Thank you for telling me.
Thank you for listening.
Giving you a slight smile, Cassia nods in thanks. Hey, I'm getting there, what does your special sight reveal?
The colorful shards of stained glass have risen up and enveloped Magos Haneman in a swirl of speculations. The silvery glint of metal no longer conceals his anxiety, nor does his scarlet robe conceal his doubts.
This is where I must beg my leave. That's
I
Pascal.
have enjoyed your
Shush. Pascal, huh? Okay, Argenta.
Greetings.
Alright, so we done here. Till next time. Pascal Hanuman. Just running everywhere, it's crazy. Pascal?
My apologies. 19% of my processing power is engaged in the analysis of my tech comrade's memory. My response time may be longer than usual.
Pascal raises his eyes from a data slate connected to an augmetic. The augmetic used to be housed inside the skull of Tarsus, the tech priest who perished on your ship. Have you found anything out?
The data is scarce. His identification code is the same as mine, and his memory contains data confirming that the assassination did take place. Unfortunately, some of his memory was damaged by pulses broadcast by his battle harness. I can assert with some confidence that he was who he claimed to be, and that he served the Deus Mechanicus earnestly and eagerly.
He gave off the impression of a paranoid madman. Are you not surprised that Armanet's words had such an effect on Opticon 22? See.
I was not knowledgeable as to how popular Blessed Amanat's teaching was in explorator circles. The Cognizance fleet is massive. His ideas might have found a larger following on its periphery than in the Mother Squadron.
He gave off the impression of a paranoid madman.
Notwithstanding his permanent state of agony, he was not cognitively dysfunctional. His desire to immediately destroy the object he had deemed profane was partly dictated by his engrammatic augmetics, which were receiving imperatives from his battle harness. In light of the oddness of our matching identification codes, I find merit in his hypothesis as to the existence of a clandestine malevolent agent or conspiracy operating inside our fraternity.
Who do you think was behind the assassination?
No data available. I will hypothesize that the assassination was instigated by an enemy of the Blessed Amanat's doctrine. I accept the possibility that the assassins were targeting me, only to be led astray by Tarsus and my own identical identifiers. I am concerned about the fate of Archmagos Amanat. According to Opticon 22, he went missing in the wake of the incident on an Arc Mechanicus, the Hermetico. Information about that ship and its perishing has been purged from the archives. I accept the possibility that the incident on the ship, the concealed data, and the assassination have all been part of a single conspiracy.
Armanet was a believer, and he caused a schism. Tarzus was a believer, and he turned into a zealot. Faith can be dangerous.
Of course, faith is dangerous. Faith is the prerogative of the spirit, and a spiritless mind is an enemy of all existence. Without faith, there is no meaning in anything, no point to any aspirations or limitations. But faith can take different forms.
Alright, calm down, dude. Pascal looks at you. Askance? I need to see what this says.
Askance.
Askance. With doubt or mistrust. With an oblique glance. Doubt, mistrust. Pascal looks at you askance, and the voice from his Vox synthesizer takes an otherworldly profundity.
The form of prohibitions established by unknown elders. The form of an audacious violation of those prohibitions. The form of following dogma or of schism. The form of following the cycle or of discontinuing the cycle. In a system with two courses of action, schism is inevitable. And only one of these paths will be true, as truth is discreetly separate from untruth.
Pascal's visor seems to almost pierce you with its glow. Did Armanet believe the elders to be in error? Only a fool would find no flaw in the creed, but true faith lies in not looking for flaws. My faith is more than a mere set of rules. It consists of ideals, which sometimes come into conflict with dogma, and I have been given the gift of will to set the dogma straight. I prefer to believe in myself and my own ability to decide independently what is right. Faith is just the shackles of obedience. It is good for controlling my subordinates, but not good enough to control me. Hey, he's not gonna like this. I'm gonna say it though.
Faith is a tool of control, but that control is of a wholesome kind. It is a safety circuit preventing the mind from lapsing into corruption. Which, however, is not to say that being protected can never be oppressive, or that being cared for can never lead to degradation.
Pascal's voice takes on a thoughtful tone, and its otherworldly might peters out. Perhaps you will be able to find out more.
I will continue my research into the Blessed Martyr's memory with all due reverence.
Have you studied Dementes's neuroaugmetic yet? That's the thing that he kept, right? Let's see.
I have destroyed it.
Okay. Pascal stares at you inscrutably and says in a soft voice. A slight telltale rattle in Pascal's voice makes him sound unconvincing. You're lying, motherfucker.
This statement is true. I am yet to settle into a definitive course of action. I am running a spot diagnostic of the memory of the heretic Demens, even though purity protocols stipulate that his blasphemous knowledge must be eradicated. I am not drawn toward forbidden information, but only to data concerning the blessed Amonats.
He's gonna get corrupted. A sigh-like sound comes from the Vox synthesizer. Have you found anything out? What corrupted Dementes? Never lie to me again. Throw you in space. Have you found out anything?
The success has been partial. Demens Haneman's identity has been confirmed. The widespread influence of paranoid motivations is observable in his cognitive processes. which is what seems to have caused him to break his vows. However, extensive regions of his memory have been damaged by forbidden technologies and are, for now, defying decryption. My study of the minds of the tech comrades, Abel, Tarsus, and Demence, has revealed an anomalous similarity between the patterns of damage their memories sustained. What I attributed to cognitive idiosyncrasies, synaptic damage, and the distortive action of scrap code may be the result of a different kind of influence. The undecryptable data fragments in their memory arrays are mysteriously symmetrical.
What corrupted Dementors? Any information on Archmagos? What corrupted Dementors?
An echo of the warp. Energies of the immaterium that had seeped into real space and taken the shape of a Vox signal.
Oh shit.
I have found recorded cases of similarly induced corruption in the archive. Listening to the void is a perilous occupation.
What did you want to What did you want to know what he knew? Sorry, but you did want to know what he knew. What did you want to know? That's what I want to say. But you did want to know what he knew. You were interested. Any information on Archmagos Armament? Has it ever occurred to you that all these events may be part of Armanet's plan?
That is a valid hypothesis, but not a very likely one. Its truth value is irrelevant, as it does not contradict the necessity of establishing the fate of Archmagus Amanat.
The tech priest Vox is raspier than usual. Yeah, nah, this guy is getting outsmarted. But you did want to know what he knew. You were interested.
The quest for knowledge is our mission of highest priority. But what Demence promised was not knowledge, but a distorted copy of it.
Stop shouting.
This was not what the Deus Mechanicus had told us to seek.
This guy's shouting at me now. Pascal's voice grows heavier and gloomier. It's fine, don't get upset because I know you wanted to know what he knew and all of that. Any information on Archmagos Armanet?
The data discovered is unreadable. It is encrypted, albeit only partially, and I hypothesize that the heretic Demence was attempting to decrypt it. I will take every effort to extract a larger volume of data. Information pointing to the unit referred to as the Maimed Hunter is alleged to be of critical significance.
You fear knowledge even as you extol it. Extol? Okay, extol.
Extol.
If you extol something or someone, you praise them enthusiastically. I see. Yeah, let me say that. He's gonna be pissed.
Whether knowledge can be profane is the grand question. Lay people find comfort in the delusion that knowledge is merely information. That, in and of itself, it is harmless, and only turns dangerous when it falls into the hands of the wicked.
Pascal's voice turns metallic. His mechadendrites begin a fluid dance around his lean figure, boiling mysteriously.
But that is not what I have seen. I have seen knowledge gnaw away at the minds of those who let it inside them. Yet I seek it regardless. Why? Perhaps because there really is no apostasy in knowledge. It is dangerous, yes, but not forbidden. For it was created by the Omnissiah.
Hold on. Apostasy. If someone is accused of apostasy. They are accused of abandoning their religious faith, political loyalties, or principles. Alright. I see. Your Omnissiah does not speak to you, so you wander. About in the dark. Embrace the light of the Emperor, and the true God will show you which way damnation lies and which way grace lies. Not all knowledge comes from the Omnissiah. Some is rooted in evil and is nothing but a threat to humanity. I believe that any and all knowledge can be tamed for the glory of humanity. That sounds kind of bad. No, don't want to say that. You seek knowledge because it's what you enjoy doing. So do what you enjoy. Otherwise, what's the point of living? Ooh, seems kind of dangerous in this realm. Not all knowledge comes from the Omnissiah. That seems like the most sensible one to say. This one seems like the most safe one to say. But this one shows that I understand him, because he's definitely just enjoying this. Let me say this.
That too is true. I thirst for knowledge, and the Omnissiah has rewarded me with the gift of a mission to seek it. Perhaps it makes no difference to him whether good or ill comes of the knowledge I obtain. He merely wants me to obtain it.
The tech priest lowers his head pensively. The mechadendrite slowed down smoothly, and the steely overtones disappear from Pascal's voice. Continue your research.
Response? Affirmative. The decryption will continue with diligence and caution.
Strange messages have appeared in the ship's logs. What do you know about this era?
This statement is true. Algorithmic violations have been recorded, as a result of which I twice performed an offering to the cogitators of corrective data vows and ruled out the possibility of sabotage. I hypothesize that the violation is a consequence of the discontent of the ship's machine spirits. I recommend a procedure of placation of the honored spirits for the glory of the Omnissiah and the steel angels sent by him.
Okay, I want to know more about your past. No, we don't. Tell me more about the Adeptus Mechanicus. How much did I say of this?
I am honored to belong to the priesthood of Mars, guided by its tenets. We safeguard technology against the impure and the unenlightened.
Alright, we'll do that another time. I must take my leave.
May your labors be effective and fruitful.
Alright, get out of here. Oh, damn. It's gonna take me a long time to get through all of the talk on this ship. But it's fine. We will do it. We will get there. Cassie to my chambers. It would take me six to go anywhere. They're always gonna have me at some kind of deficit, y'all. I should make a hub though. Should I? I want to make traveling easier. Where is this? This goes back here. This one is not bad. This might be the place. Maybe. All right, let me walk. I could make this safe, but I'm not gonna use it again, actually. So let's not. Let me get through unscathed. That's what I'm talking about. I should probably make this safer. Unsafe. I should probably make this safe. Nah, let's make that safe. Then I could go here. Shit. Do I make this safe? Where is this? Yeah. So I can go here. I can get there easily. What is that? Cache on Kyva Gamma. Yeah, we do need to go back there. We also need to go here. And I'm thinking I need to try to follow on the greens, yo. I should probably use this. So now I can go here. Let me quickly go here. One sec. Warp travel. So I have green here, green down. This is nice. This is nice. This is really nice. I should probably make this green too. Green here. Should I make that green? If I go up here. If I go up here. Where the fuck? Where is this? What is this one? This one here. I think I need to make a connection to here. This one's kind of nice. But another time we'll do that. So green. No, I don't. I can get there safely if I wanted to. Yeah, that's cool. Shit. Let me get to Kyva Gamma. Safe travels. Safe, we'll go there next, man. Let me make this. It doesn't need to be super safe. We'll go there next. Kyva Gamma, give me my stuff. Give me what's rightfully mine. What's this flesh still? Alright. I should probably lay down another project, right? Mag trains. Profit factor mechanisms, let's do it. We need that. What is Kyva Gamma again? Kind of. Is it the place that was super corrupted? Manufactorum of Kyva Gamma. Hold on. Where's that cache at? Alright. Let me go in here one more time. Got extra loot here, right? I think. What's this? 2 inside. This place should be purified already.
It's It's about time.
Oh my god, I thought there was a fight. Somnet.
Duty prevails.
So what is this? Something down here?
None shall
I don't
stand
know how
in
to
my
get
way.
there, do I? What's this? What am I doing? Yeah, I remember this. I've got to turn this thing, I remember. We've been in there, I remember that. Cache on Kaiba Gamma. I need to I think I just need to go everywhere once again. Alright. Just a quick check, just a quick check. Oh, not this place again, man. Nah, I'm not interested. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies, yo.
I won't
Go in this
tolerate
crazy place one more
weakness.
time. Go in there one more time. Let me see. Is there any new loot?
I'll lay claim to the stars.
What, is there an extra little place for me to go over here? Nope. Okay. What's this? The screen of this cogitator shows a scrolling line of repeating technolingua. Staring at the obscure symbols gives you a headache. I remember reading that. I can't believe they haven't destroyed this place yet.
A new challenge for me?
Back to the computer that Heinrichs got mad at. Is let me check my rumors. Rumor. Cache on Kaiba Gamma. From a cache on Kaiba Gamma. There's something here. Alright, so we do need to do a little
I better myself
run
through
around.
my service. Never doubt me.
What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck?
I'll live another day.
Are you kidding me? Did I step on a trap? Oh my god. Alright. This guy's pissed me off. View the log. Did all of this.
Victory awaits.
Alright. It's cool. I don't think we're gonna fight anything. Cash and cash. Is this the cash? Where could it be?
I won't tolerate weakness.
What? Is there more traps? What the fuck? Bro, I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
And let me take a look at this just in case. Okay. View log. Step away.
Follow my lead.
Didn't get all the traps.
The Emperor favors me today.
Alright, so this is back to the start if I remember correctly. Could go over here, just see what's here.
None shall stand in my way.
What's this? What's this? View log. Step away. What about this one? This is back home. Okay, so going up here. Is this? Let me just do this. It doesn't matter if they get hit
I'll lay claim to the stars.
by the gas, the steam. Let me save it. We're gonna make it. Yeah. Pascal almost fucking died, yo. Shit. Shit. Okay, it's not worth. It's actually not worth. You know what? We save scummed. It's fine. The cash is definitely
I
down here,
better myself
Nothing's
through my
impossible for this
service.
old officer.
right? Where am I? It's just another way. I need to
Unexpected result.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I want to go down here. It's over. No.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Oh fuck. Oh, I can climb up that way. Alright, let me go hill and then come back. I should be able to scan again. I want the maybe it's related to a project. I need to just do my 100% check real quick so I can rest easy.
Follow my lead.
We ran through some hot fire. Alright, Athletics 85. Come
Nothing's
on. Now.
impossible for this old officer.
It's just stuck. Okay, so nothing here. We go here. What is that? Okay. We probably want to go down there.
An expected result.
None shall stand in my way.
What happens when I shoot this?
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was
She
blossoming
don't
nearby.
miss.
A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
Everything's corrupted out here.
Victory
Purple
awaits.
gang. Where could the cash be? Just gonna double check
A
everywhere.
new challenge for me?
Where am I now? Okay.
Grant me
Oh.
the wisdom to perceive.
What is this? Adapted flak vest. This flak vest grants the wearer +3 deflection and 15% armor at the beginning of every combat during the first 3 rounds. The bonus deflection is reduced by 1 and armor by 5% at the end of each round. So it's a good start. Base property 10% armor if the wearer's intelligence is more than 55. It's not a bad
I'll lay
piece.
claim to the stars.
Don't know if that's the cash, dude. Where is the goddamn cash? I remember hiding here in that fight. Cool. Nothing here. Whoops. Let me just
It's
check
about
down
time.
here. Okay. Let me check up here before we go to the right.
None shall stand in my way.
Oh, what's this? Cash on Kyber Gimmer. What did it say? The cyber guard accepts the access codes and sets mysterious mechanisms in motion. Am I gonna have to fight someone here? Let me save it. Big door. Open Sesame Soup. Dude. I like it. I like it. The Aquila.
Victory awaits.
The Aquila. I like that. You figure deal me. Alright. Yep. Let's take a look at what's here. We'll have that. Ooh, Mastercrafted power more. 10 to 17. What does my boy have? Strike count 1. It's not as good. It's not as good. What is this? A marvelous compact weapon in the form of a ring that allows the wearer to fire a flamer shot stream once per combat. I like the sound of that. Give me that. Who shall we have firing flames? Can I have it? Can this guy have it? Little flame here and there. Wonder if it always hits. What else you got in here? Dang.
The machine god grants me insight.
Grenades. Key. Is that it? No big boy weapons? I guess that mace would have been nice if I found it earlier. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, I'm so glad we're never coming back here again. Where you guys going? No way you're running all the way around. Oh, I see. Cassie in first place. Save.